Okay,
We're live.
you are live on both.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to Polk Street Porch for Friday night. We decided that tonight we would make it be a story night, and so you'll get the story behind the songs. And then I got a great surprise today. Our wonderful friends, the LaCroix, are over here. We're all safely distanced apart. Chuck brought his keyboard. The Moros are next door on their porch. Janice is waving at them. Maybe they'll photobomb us later. However, Blanche will not be making an appearance tonight because she was scared of the new people in the yard.
I think she's scared of the equipment.
Yeah, it was a little more than what she was used to. So, sorry all you that
made her go away.
That's right. It was too much cowbell was what it was. So, no Blanche tonight. Unless she decides to make an appearance a little later. We'll be on the lookout for her. But the cats are out here somewhere, so if that's what you were tuning in for, I'm sorry. You're just stuck with me and Chuck tonight. So now to the stories of the story songs. My friend Sharon Ayers, known affectionately to her grandkids as Toots. Toots said, maybe you could do something in honor of Pierce. And Pierce was a great lover of history and World War II. And I thought, I don't know any World War II songs, and nor have I written one. And then Janice reminded me that I had. Years ago, there was a lady in our lives. Her name was Mary Campbell. And Mary, Miss Mary was telling me a story one day of how she met her husband. And he was going to Louisiana College here in Pineville. And it was 1941, and America hadn't decided to go to war yet, but he wanted to fight. So she told me that he had sold everything but his Model A so that he could make his way to Canada to join the Royal Air Force, which he did. And then in 1942, when America did join the war, the Royal Air Force gave him a discharge so that he could come home and fight for America. And then I got to thinking how funny it was that we had American boys run into Canada in World War II, and I never knew that. And then when Vietnam rolled around, we had American fellas going to Canada for a whole other reason. So it started out with Miss Mary Campbell's story, and then it ends up in Vietnam. 1941. Summer before Pearl Harbor, and America wasn't ready to go to war. And Thomas sold everything but his Model A to make some money to pay his way across the border to join the Air Force. His mama cried when he said goodbye, 'cause he was Canada bound until peace could be found. I'm in the wrong key, Chuck. I'm in the wrong key, Chuck.
Okay, I'll just sit here and enjoy.
See, that's what happens when you're wrong key.
I have a solution for that.
There we go.
'Cause he was ready to run, he was ready to fly. He was ready to sacrifice it all for what he thought was right. And some folks disagree, but Tommy said you can't go wrong by standing up for what you believe. In 1967, the summer of love began, and America was divided over Vietnam. And the day after graduation, Tommy's boy got a presidential invitation, a one-way ticket to the name. And his mama cried when he said goodbye. Canada bound, peace could be found. Mama said, son, you can't go wrong by standing up for what you believe. It's not about fighting, it's not about running, it's just about the choices we make. You gotta be ready to run or ready to fly, ready to sacrifice it all for what you know is right. Some folks disagree, but you gotta know you can't go wrong by standing up for what you believe. 'Cause it's not about running, it's not about fighting, it's just about the choices we make. You gotta be ready to run or ready to fly, ready to sacrifice it all for what you know is right. And some folks disagree, but you gotta know you can't go wrong by standing up for what you believe. You gotta know you can't go wrong by standing up for what you believe.
Woohoo! I love having Chuck here with his
I know.
bag
I
of
believe we practiced
toys.
that for 16 hours and
And
then
then,
changed
and
keys.
then I changed keys. I know. But you played with me before, Chuck, so you know that happens
Yeah.
all the time.
Painfully aware of that.
Yes. So the next song is probably the only waltz I've ever written. And it's not really a waltz, but at least the beat is a waltz. It'd be a really long waltz. And I worked in an emergency room in another lifetime. I told somebody before today that it was kind of the Wild West when I worked there. It was that long ago.
The good days.
The good old days. And one day we'll all look back on this and call this the good old days too. Believe it or not, we will. But in the good old days in the emergency room, we had a little lady come in one day. She was 99 years old. And a nurse I was working with came out and he said, "You're not going to believe how sharp this lady is. She is 99 years old and she is so with it." And so sure enough, I went in the room, we did something, changed her out of her clothes, put her in a hospital gown. She was sharp and with it. 30 minutes later, went back in the room to check on her, take her vital signs. And the first lines of this song is what she told me. The whole first verse is what she told me. My name is Marjorie Liberty. Won't you please tell my mother I'm here? She tends to worry about me when I just disappear. door. And I was Rosie the Riveter, back when we knew what we were fighting for. We only had one daughter. Her name was Henry Lee. She was named for my husband and his brother. But you know, she looked a lot like me. It's true what they say about time flying. Oh, don't I wish I had wings? I'd sail right back through my memories, and time wouldn't mean a thing. But it's time to go now. I can hear Mama calling my name. My family's all there waiting to welcome me home again. So please, God, won't you take me home? Take me by the hand, lead me back to the places I've known, away from this foreign land. My name is Marjorie Liberty. Won't you please tell my mother I'm here? She tends to worry about me when I just disappear.
Woohoo!
So that was Marjorie Liberty. So as
Your
Denise,
sister reminded everybody that because of HIPAA rules, all names have been changed.
thank you, Marcia. Thank you so much for clarifying that. That's true. Hippo was not around back then. But no, Marjorie Liberty was not her name. That's her
But
pseudonym
everything
name
else
for
you said.
here. So Sharon, those were the two World War II songs that I had. But then as I was finishing out the set list and figuring what stories I was going to tell, I really thought this is a great Pierce set list. The next song I'm going to do is probably the favorite song I've ever written. Although as I was singing Marjorie Liberty, I really love her. There are things that happen in life that are turning points, and Marjorie was one for me because it was a great story song, and all the great Texas songwriters that I idolized were story song people, and so that was a real turning point for me to hit that song that told a great story, or at least I hope tells a great story. And this song is too. And it was another turning point for me because it's a song that I don't think I really wrote. It just kind of came through me. We had a friend who committed suicide by police one night, and his demons just wouldn't let him go. And this song came to me and through me as what I would imagine his apology to his wife and child were. Because he was a good guy when he had his demons under control.
Also,
But when he didn't, he just couldn't handle it. Now, there have been arguments in my family, who has their own demons, as to whether this song is really about having a problem with drugs and alcohol or not. Well, it is about that, if you are watching. So when you read Another Reason to Drink in the set list today, it's not what you think it was. So this is a song of hope and redemption, even while you're struggling in the darkness. And sometimes folks find redemption in ways that we who are left behind don't understand. It's not our place to judge. It's not our place to do what we do. It's just our place to be here. Don't know how I got here, but it doesn't matter now. The straight and narrow path I took disappeared somehow. But it doesn't mean I didn't love you. And it doesn't mean I didn't try. But the person in the mirror staring back at me is not someone that I ever thought I would be. 'Cause you know that with me it was all about control. The demons inside me, they would not let go. And every day I prayed for grace and for strength. And every night I found another reason to dream. I held it all together as long as I could. I made it a lot longer than the devil thought I would. And I know there are no excuses. And I know it's all my fault. But all my good intentions only paved this road to hell I'm riding on today. You know that with me it was all about control. The demons inside me, they would not let go. And every day I prayed for grace and for strength. And every night I found another reason to dream. But I found peace tonight. There are angels at my door. So baby, sleep tight. You don't have to worry about me anymore. You don't have to worry about me anymore. 'Cause you know that with me it was all about control. But the demons inside me, they would not let go. And every day I prayed for grace and for strength. But every night I found another reason to dream. Every night I found another reason to dream. I don't know how I got here, but it doesn't matter now.
Good job. For those of you just tuning in, DC's doing story night for us. So all of her songs, she's telling us what the background story is.
Thanks. Gave me a great time. Sip of water. So that was another reason to drink, and it ain't what you normally think. And so next up, Janice had this great idea one year at our church to have people come in and do little seminars on Wednesday nights to let people know about things that are available in our community.
Long time ago.
So as we do with everything that we do, if you know us, and if you do, you know that we will reach out to you and use any resource that you have available to help anyone that we think needs something, which is what we did. So we wanted to do something about organ donation, So I reached out to my friend Lynn Harrington, who was with the iBank at that time, and she said, I have the perfect person. This lady, Libby Harrington, is going to come in, and she's going to tell you the story about her son, Justin.
I think Libby's listening.
Hey, Libby. Hope you are safe. And Libby's telling her story, and it is gut-wrenching. It's quite a story, and I'll share it with you if I don't think Libby will mind. But while she's telling the story, Lynn looks at me and said, you should write a song about that. And I said, well, that's not really what I do. I just make stuff up. I don't write other people's stories. I make up people's stories. And I said, I create things. I don't write people's stories down. And Lynn said, but you should. And I thought, what the heck? I'm going to try it. So this is Libby and Marilyn's story and Justin's story. And if you haven't talked to your family about organ donation, you really need to. Whether you want to or you don't want to, they need to know what your wishes are. Because Justin was a 16-year-old kid, and he ended up giving life-saving organs to lots of folks, including Marilyn, who got his heart. Libby never thought she'd be making that choice. But Justin's grandpa died on the donor list, waiting for a heart. And Justin had just told his parents that if anything ever happened to him, he wanted to make sure nobody ended up like his granddad, waiting on an organ. And Marilyn, who knew his granddad, ended up with Justin's heart. And so this is my made-up conversation between Libby and Marilyn when Marilyn called her on her birthday with Justin's heart. And it goes out to all the other local moms and dads out there. And Toots's too, because Pierce was also an organ donor. So see, Sharon, Pierce is all over this tonight. Call Marilyn today. She turned 52. 10 years ago, she didn't know if she would make it through. Another day, another year, she's on the other end of the line, thanking you, thanking me, thanking God for your sacrifice. And heaven knows I didn't want to lose you. And heaven knows I'll always miss your smile. I may never know why God chose to take you, but heaven knows you left a legacy behind. Talking to Marilyn brought me back 9 years to a hospital room full of machines and fear, where I prayed for answers and the strength to help me find, sign away your life, my hope that you'd be fine. And heaven knows I didn't want to lose you. And heaven knows I'll always miss your smile. And I may never know why God chose to take you, but heaven knows you left a legacy behind. Somewhere your heart is still beating, little boy, please be strong. Someone's waking up, looking at the world through brand new eyes. Heaven knows I didn't want to lose you. Heaven knows I'll always miss your smile. And I may never know legacy behind. And heaven knows I didn't want to lose you. And heaven knows I'll always miss your smile. And I may never know why God chose to take you, but heaven knows He left a legacy behind. And heaven knows He left a legacy behind.
Sharon's commenting. Meemaw's commenting. Meemaw Mud. Libby says thanks. Lisa Ryan's sister gave her eyes, donated her eyes.
Oh.
So lots of pluses, lots of hearts for you.
So thank you, Libby, because that was another turning point song for me, I guess you would say, because I'd never really written anybody's story before. And I was honored and privileged the day that we were sitting in our office and Janice answered the phone and Janice said, "It's Marilyn." I said, "Marilyn?" She said, "Yeah, like Marilyn, Marilyn." And Marilyn had called to say thank you for that song. So sometimes we don't know where things take us in life, and I was honored and privileged to carry that story, and I'm honored and privileged every time I sing it. So again, if you haven't talked to your family about organ donation, do it now. Janice knows if anybody can take anything from me after I'm gone, take it, use it, keep it going.
All right, you guys are very accomplished.
We are, come on.
And you're doing music.
Here we are.
Incredible.
The incredible Jackson Sleep, people. So this next song is a story song as well. We had gone to a meeting in Seattle one year, and it was the most boring meeting I think I had ever been to. I think I had started writing a song that said something about it's hot outside and the coffee's cold inside, because that's the kind of thing it was. We were in Seattle and it was hot and it wasn't rainy like they say it's supposed to be. But then one of the ladies that we were with, her mom lived outside of Seattle on Mercer Island. And if you've ever been to Seattle or seen pictures, Mercer Island is this place that sits above Seattle. And like when you're up there and you look down, you just see all of Seattle and it's gorgeous. One of those places that you couldn't afford to buy now, but her parents had lived there forever. And who knows, they could be able to afford it. But back in those days, I was traveling with my guitar, thought I was the shizzle, and would take my guitar places. And so they asked me to bring it over to her mom's house on Mercer Island that night where we were all having supper. And I guess I'm sensing a pattern with myself, because songs start with me from lines that go, "Oh, that's a good line." And whenever her mom opened the door, this is what she said. "Roger would love this," Julia said with a smile, as she opened up the door, with my guitar and me inside. He loved a house full of people, music and fun. We used to push the couch back and dance until the dawn. When Julia got a faraway look in her eyes, she said, "You know I miss him more than I realize." And then Julia said, "The years disappear like an early morning mist. Memories, they linger like a lover's kiss, warm and gentle, laying soft upon your mind." She says, "You can always make more money, but you can never make more time." Then she caught me looking, a picture of a sunset on the wall. So Roger snapped that shot the day our first child was born. And I've looked at it every day for 60 some odd years. It always makes me smile. Some days it brings me to tears. She said, you know, we lived a life full of love and few regrets. The kind of life people dream of, but few ever get. And then Julia said the years disappear like an early morning mist. Memories, they linger like a lover's kiss. Warm and gentle, laying soft upon your mind. She says you can always make more money, but you can never make more time. Then Julie said the years disappear like an early morning mist. Memories, they linger like a lover's kiss. Warm and gentle, laying soft upon your mind. She says you can always make more money, but you can never make more time. Yeah, you can always make more money, but you can never make more time.
Woohoo!
As I was playing that, I remembered the picture of the sunset on the wall was actually a picture of dogs, little collie puppies in Christmas stockings that Roger had bought. And this isn't HIPAA related to Marcia, so I can use real names. And I have the permission of the family. And he had bought the kids puppies and put them in stockings for them to see Christmas morning. And that was the cutest picture ever. And I really wanted to weave that in the song, but it wouldn't work because it's too much of a visual you have to see. But it was the cutest thing ever. So that was Julia Said, and part's true story, part's made up. But hey, that's show business, people. Or that's front porch business. So we're going to round out the night. Eons ago, also in another lifetime, I was on part-time staff at the church we attended, and I was the communications director. And these churches have what they call it, well, basically it's personnel committee, but they can't call it that because it's a church and it sounds too officey, so they call it staff parish relations. So my liaison on staff parish relations was a lovely, lovely lady named Sue Arnold.
Woo, Sue.
And she and I, they had to have a weekly chat with us or a monthly chat with us, and Sue and I are sitting there chatting. And to let you behind the curtain of a church a little bit, you know, things don't always run as smooth as you want them to. You know, we all Christians and we all work in a church, but we humans at the end of the day. And so things don't always run as smooth as you want, so it's their job to help smooth it out. And Sue and I were having this conversation, and at the end of it, she said, it just reminded me about a conversation that I had with a young friend of mine. And this girl was 18. She had Down syndrome. She was graduating from high school. And she was talking to Sue, and she told Sue that she was just so upset because all her friends are graduating from high school and going to college or getting their own apartments or getting jobs. And she couldn't do that. Now, this was the early 90s. Just to give you a time frame, this ain't current day, so don't ADA anybody. But this was early 90s where all that stuff was really starting to happen. But she said she was talking to this girl, and this girl was just so upset, and she looked at her and said, Miss Sue, I just do better when I'm loved. And Sue said, I didn't know what to say, so all I could say was, don't we all, baby? Don't we all? And that line sat with me forever, better when I'm loved, because it's true, we all do better when we're loved. And then I went to a graduation at West Feliciana High. Have no clue if Bryant or Lisa are watching, but I know that Janice and I sat in the stands at West Feliciana High, and this young girl, whose name was Kimberly at the time, walks across the stage, and the crowd goes nuts for her. And we're like, what's up with this girl? And she also has Down syndrome. And she had been with this same group of kids since kindergarten. And they were just so proud of her for making it with them all the way to graduation. And they went nuts for her. It was amazing. And so when I first wrote this song, the character in the song was Kimberly. And then I took it to Nashville and played it for some people, and they're like, ain't nobody in a country song called Kimberly. So her name became Sarah Jane. So this is Better When I'm Loved. And this is the audience participation song. At the end, you all get to sing one word, and that is loved. And I wish we were all close enough that I could hear you on other porches and outside. But do it anyway. Graduation night, and the crowd came alive as Sarah Jane was called up to the mic. Folks around me, we started to talk. We wondered if she could pull it off. You see, Sarah Jane just never got things right. We watched her walk down to the front of the stage, white knuckles on the podium. She stared out into space, and then she said, hi, I just do better when I'm loved. You all have loved me, lifted me up and made me better than I am, better than I was. I just do better when I'm loved. You could have heard a pin drop as a hush fell upon the crowd. None of us expected much less something so profound. In the silence, Sarah's tears began to fall. She was so afraid she disappointed us all. But we all felt the magic in that star-filled night, 'cause for 18 years we called her special. But that night she proved us right. And she said, hi, I just do better when I'm loved. You all that love me, lifted me up better than I am, better than I was. I just do better when I'm loved. It's funny how the simplest things can bring such clarity, and how those simple words have meant so much to me. Because I just do better when I'm loved. You all have loved me, lifted me up and made me better than I am, better than I was. I just do better when I'm loved. Okay, I'm gonna sing through the chorus one more time. And when I get to the end, we're gonna repeat, I just do better when I'm loved. I'm gonna pause when I say I just better than, and then we're all gonna come in together and sing loved. 'Cause I just do better when I'm loved. You all have loved me, lifted me up and made me better than go, big finish. I'm loved. So that's it for 6 at 6 on tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed the stories and the songs as much as I enjoyed telling them and doing them.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
You mean I brought this for nothing?
hit it, Chuck. Cowbell. It needs more cowbell.
Tomorrow night, Chuck.
And
Tomorrow
Chuck does
night.
not have a fever. Nor do I. I just have dry mouth, which is why I coughed in the middle of the song. So thank y'all for tuning in again to 6 on 6, 6 at 6. And tomorrow night, I have special guests coming on by a video. It'll be a little better. I'll have it up at 6 tomorrow night. And it's the Hoochie Digs, CJ Ward, and the ever wonderful, multi-talented John Jordan. They'll all be with us tomorrow night. And then I'll be back on Sunday with a little Palm Sunday songs for you. So if you got palms at home, bring them.
Marion said that's her cowbell.
No, it's Chuck. She'd have to fight him for it, I promise. So, good night from the Polk Street porch. Don't forget to wash your hands.
Stay home.
Flatten the curve. But stay connected because we're all in this together. And we all do better when we're loved. So let somebody know you love them tonight.